I had a Marine Vietnam vet as a stepfather, which meant I was his redheaded stepchild. Yeah, how do you think that went? We battled. Battleground all the time. He loved to pull me around by my ear to get me to do something. He loved getting in my face and yelling. And those things aren't horrible. The thing that made it so bad was, again, I didn't know at any moment when I was going to go back to wartime with my stepfather. Well, when I was 12, a neighbor moved in, and guess what? Another Marine Vietnam vet. And I'm like, why? I'd already felt like I'd enlisted in the Marine Corps as a child, but this Marine was different. He had an amazing attitude. He was had a love for life. He was always full of joy. Always had a smile. The best way I can sum it up is he was grateful. And I was so grateful to have him in his life, in my life, because we got to do so many things together. We got to build a 1950 Chevy, take it to car shows all over the place. We're actually on the front of Hot Rod magazine with it. We built a barbecue stand together called Ain't Y'all Hungry? Again, just did so many things together. Well, there were other differences as well. One was a physical difference. You see, Gary was injured while he was serving in Vietnam, 5 times actually, and was honored with 5 Purple Hearts. The last injury breaking his back and paralyzing him from the neck down. While he may have been handicapped physically, it wasn't near the handicap that my dad had. On December 6th, 2010, I received the news that Gary had passed away, my neighbor. 2 days later, I received a phone call from my dad, and I could count on my hand the number of times he had called me my whole life. And he said I went to Gary's family night, which amazed me because the two didn't really talk much. And he told me that he got to see Gary in his Marine uniform and his dress blues and how sharp Gary looked. And then he said these words to me, which I'll never forget because they were the last that my dad told me before he passed away. I'm so glad you had someone like him in your life.